Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. It's Friday, guys. You know what that means? A new episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Season 1, Episode 3, Power Broker. Okay, so at the ending of the last episode, of course, we had them deciding, Sam and Bucky, let's go see Zemo, because we have to find out about the Super Soldier Serum, because these Flag Smashers, this group, are super soldiers, essentially just like Bucky, and we got introduced to, of course, Isaiah in the last episode, who was a super soldier in the 50s, I think they were in the 50s, going after Winter Soldier, basically another Captain America, and of course, he was a Captain America in the comics. That was a really cool tie-in, and of course, played by an actor who is fantastic, of course, is the voice of Martian Manhunter from the Justice League animated series, and Martian Manhunter's father on Supergirl. It was really cool to see him in the show. Ending on Zemo. We had a lot of this new Captain America. We opened with him in the last episode. Of course, we got introduced to him in the first episode at the very end. But I was expecting, to see some of him, but they had a lot more of him in the show than I thought in terms of interacting with Sam and Bucky and trying to work with them. I'm not trying to be like Steve. I'm just trying to be the best Captain America I can be. It'd be really nice if I had you on my side. And it's like, no. And then at the end of the episode, he's like, stay out of my way. It's like, they don't want to be in your way because they're doing their own shit and you're getting in their way. Like, if you look back on the events unfolding, he showed up to help them against the Flag Smashers. He could have easily not showed up, but he did with Battlestar. I think that guy's name was his friend there. And then they picked them up after convincing him, come on, ride with us. We're trying to be cool. It's like, no, they don't want to talk to you, new Cap. They don't want to talk to you. And then he just continuously shows up, and then he's the one, of course, helps Bucky get out of jail for not going to his therapy session, which, of course, Sam was asked to be a part of it. That was a great scene. But no, you're in their way. Like, you're just actively stepping in front of them and like, hey, let's work together. No, they don't want to work with you. Sam wants the shield back. Clearly, he's going to eventually want that shield back. I mean, I know he said to Bucky in that therapy session, I made my own decision. Like, he doesn't want it. Well, he'll eventually get it. Don't know how, though, but I know he will. So I'm curious how that's going to go down. But anyways, I'm really enjoying the show. Can't wait to see what they do with this episode in terms of Zemo, because, I mean, that's what we've been waiting for. The Flag Smashers, that's kind of cool. That whatever. We'll see how it really goes. But Zemo, come on. Let's see what they do with Zemo. So let's get into it now, guys. Check out this newest episode of Falcon Winter Soldier. Let's see what they do. Let's go.
Obsessed with the high trial. We have a history together. Those days are over. I just wanted to see how the new you reacts to the old words.
That was like, he's starting the phrase.
At least you were not conscious for most of your imprisonment.
Interesting wording.
What are you talking about? You want to break Zemo out of jail? Where the hell are we? Buck, have you lost your
What?
mind?
Break him out.
And
yes.
You for. Did you forget that?
Oh my god. Has this already happened? He's out. Oh my gosh. All that just happened. It's not hypothetical, it happened.
Whoa. Hey, what are you doing here? Where do we start?
I can't believe this is happening. He's gonna trick them.
All this time you've been rich?
I'm the Baron's son. My family was royalty until your friends destroyed my country.
That's his list of amends.
There, cities fly, innocent people die, movements are formed, wars are fought.
I'm guessing that's her mom. So there's more emotional weight to. But why exactly is she sick though?
Let me guess. We don't have any friends in Hightown.
I saw the Power Brokers watching. I think I saw that. That was Sharon, right? I think that was Sharon. Don't drink that, dude.
She's coming.
I can't believe he did that. That was messed up. Ooh. He wanted him to do this. Jesus.
Didn't take much for him to fall back into form.
But you were rotting away in a German prison.
Well, he was until they had the right idea to break him out.
The super soldier serum is here in Madripoor.
Mm.
Dr. On speaker.
You damn right I'm big time. You'll see. When I have that banker killed.
Sam, I'm sorry. Let me call you back.
Sam. Who's Sam?
Oh, shit.
Kill them.
Shit. Oh! Jesus.
To have a guardian angel.
Well, this is too perfect. Drop it, Zemo.
I knew it. I knew it. Had to be her.
I also took the wings for your ass so that you could save his ass from his ass.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like you had him happy event. By the way, how is the new cap?
Don't get me started.
Please, you buy into all that stars and stripes bullshit.
I can get your name cleared. They cleared the bionic staring machine. He killed all the bodies. I heard that.
I don't trust Jerry.
Part of the deal.
Why was he dancing?
Guys, I found him.
Oh, dang. In his arm.
When Hydra fell, I was recruited by the CIA. They had blood samples from an American test subject with semi-stable traces of serum. I was a god.
How have we never heard about this?
Because
Hmm.
before I was able to complete my work, I turned to dust.
How many vials did you make?
20.
20?
Typical of overpopulation and displacement.
Forrest takes a gun. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. They're fine though, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Come back to the States with us.
I told you I can't. Just get me that party he promised me.
Come on.
Thanks for everything.
Maybe you get to be a teacher after all this is over, right?
No, don't think so. Could be wrong, but don't think so.
You seriously think Sam and Bucky would have broken a guy like Zemo out of
I mean,
That's exactly
it's
what I think they did.
it's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have put it in a museum. Maybe I should have destroyed it.
Wow. I mean,
That sure represents
no.
a lot of things to a lot of people, including me.
You had 6 months worth of supplies just sat there in that building. Don't you understand?
Oh!
There's still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Oh! Oh! There you have it, guys. The third episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wow. Okay. That ending, and overall the episode, holy crap, like a lot went down in this episode. Like, the first 2 episodes had some great moments or whatever. I feel like this one did a lot in terms of, like, here's Sharon. Baron Zemo broke out. Like, all this stuff. Oh, it's a hypothetical. No, he actually broke out. And then some great action. And we find the actual scientist, the scientist who created the super soldier serum. And then Zemo, of course, kills him. And I'm thinking, oh, this is his time to escape. And no, it's a twist because he's actually still around. He actually saved them because they were getting surrounded because they had a bounty out for Selby or whatever that woman's name was that was running that club. And then she was killed. I believe that Sharon shot her. I believe. I saw she just get shots. I'm like, okay, it was Sharon. So, but that's my guess. I'm just assuming because, you know, a shot came out of nowhere. But, and then the ending with that, because I recognize her. So I had to look this up too because I didn't know her name. But she is from Black Panther. Dora Milaje, Ayo, I think that's her name, Ayo. If I'm mispronouncing that, I'm very sorry. But I recognize her, and I like the fact that it ends on that note. Like, I'm here for Zemo. And he kind of knew. Like, just by picking up that little ball or whatever. I don't know if that's like a sensor or something, or like a tracking. I don't know exactly what it was, because he's picking up, and then he went over here and picked it up, and I had like a symbol or something. I didn't really recognize it right away, but then when she showed up, I'm like, oh, because they even bring it up within the episode where Sam tells Bucky, like, you do realize what he did to you, and he blew up the UN building, he killed T'Challa's father. There's a lot there in terms of, like, messed up stuff, and we're just gonna work with Zemo. It was debatable, but he had a lead, and it was interesting. They broke him out. Basically, they helped him out. I was surprised, just because with what Zemo has done, I was quite surprised they went with it. And the thing was too, they set it up to where they made you think Zemo was actually going to betray them, because once he kills the scientist and then the explosion happens, he's out. I'm thinking, okay, he set this up. There's a guy with a rocket launcher he knew we're not to be near of, so he could get out. But then he turns right around and puts on the mask. He puts on the purple mask, and he's able to save the day, essentially, and take a car and then get them out. Sharon in this episode was really cool to see her. She's definitely different in this, and it makes sense because we haven't seen her in a bit. And so, with everything that's happened within the continuity of the MCU and what she's been through, she's now in Madripoor, which, by the way, is how I pronounce it, Madripoor. Anyways, we actually go there, and that's clearly a way of them, like, setting up some stuff, because we know how significant that is to the comics, Madripoor, that city. So it's interesting that they set it up here. We had heard that they were filming there, but it was nice just to see in general that they're bringing that into the mix now, because we're expanding the MCU even more now. We have more people coming into the mix in terms of characters, storylines. So it's good that they're expanding instead of staying in, like, the same realm of stuff they've already done within the MCU. It's nice that they step outside of that, and the fact they had to play characters. So for Bucky, who's of course trying to make amends and everything, of course Zemo finds the book and he starts reading off names. One ass. Of course, in the opening too, when they first meet him, when Bucky first talks to him, he starts the process of turning him into the Winter Soldier, and he's like, I just wanted to see how the new you would react to those old words. And then the line of Zemo saying to Bucky that, the fortunate part for you is that you weren't conscious for most of your imprisonment. And I think that was really interesting because, yeah, Bucky was essentially just completely brainwashed, and he, of course, wasn't, I guess, conscious to where he knew what he was doing. He was just doing it. I think he realized what was happening, but he couldn't do anything to stop himself from doing it. That's my guess in terms of that. But also, it's like, you're lucky you were not conscious for the majority of your imprisonment. I like that line. I think it's really interesting, referring, of course, to him who's just stuck there. So they had to play characters. Smiling Tiger. I don't know what he cut out of that snake to give Sam, but it was messed up. It was. But that action scene leading into them talking to the owner of the club, the bar, whatever, was great, where Bucky's just destroying, and he's pretending to be the Winter Soldier under the command of Zemo. Of course, Zemo, I think Zemo really enjoyed that he's able to play that part again, where he is like the owner of the Winter Soldier. I think he liked that a lot. And then they actually get to a new location, and then that's where Bucky, of course, goes off and meets up with the Dora Milaje. I have it pulled up here because I don't want to mispronounce it. Probably, if I'm mispronouncing, don't kill me. I'm bad with names. She demands Zemo. And I wonder if we're going to see more people from Wakanda show up, because, I don't think she's by herself. She could be, but I don't think so. But I'm glad they're bringing her in, because I remember seeing her within Black Panther film. I think she might have also been in Infinity War, I think. But it was cool to see her, because, that's a character that I remember seeing during a couple of scenes during Black Panther, and I'm like, I recognize her. And then it's cool they brought her in here, the tie-in, the connection. Zemo is literally an enemy of Wakanda, and so it's so she just knows. I guess she has Wakanda in general, but I'm guessing they have connections to finding out where Zemo is. So once Zemo is out, we're gonna go find him. So I'm actually glad they brought that in, because I didn't even think about that when they said, oh, well, let's go talk to Zemo in the last episode. Then within this episode, he's out, and he's helping Falcon and Winter Soldier trying to track down the Super Soldier Serum, who created it, all that kind of stuff. And the guy said he created 20 vials, and they were stolen from him. So can they turn more people into super soldiers? Maybe. I'm not sure on that. But then, but I didn't even think about the Wakanda connection, except for the fact that, you know, Sam brought up the fact that, you know, this Zemo did this. He killed T'Challa's father. He blew up the UN building. Like, he's an enemy to Wakanda. I didn't even think, oh, is there going to be a Wakanda connection here where they're actually going to come after Zemo? I didn't even think about it. And then there he is. There he is. There she is. Sorry. There he is out, but there she is. Anyways, it's early in the morning. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I feel like they did some great things here. I really hope they can clear Sharon's name. And having Sam's sister as well calling, and it's like a tense moment. It's like, yeah, the laundering money. Yeah, he's playing up. That was good. But overall, really good stuff here. I'm really enjoying the show. And I'm excited to see where we go from here, because with the Dora Milaje now in the mix, and they're going out, they demand, they want him, they demand Zemo. I'm curious what's going to happen with that. If they're going, I mean, come on. They want Zemo. How are they going to work that out? Because they probably still need him for his connections, because he has a plane. He's able to travel different locations. They're able to get information. They actually talk to the scientist who created the super soldier serum that they're seeing being used right now. So I don't know. We saw the Flag Smashers. We saw what I believe is her mother, the lead girl in the Flag Smashers. I believe that was her mother. I'm not 100% sure. I think that was. And then we see where they steal 6 months of supplies from this building, and she blows up a car that ignites the flames on the building they just stole from, with people inside. And that guy she was talking to, he's like, "What are you doing? There's people in there. This is the only language people understand." I like that line. But I was like, do we really need to kill them though? But I guess her point is we have to make it known that this is what happens if you don't give supplies and help others. I'm not really sure. Of course, we had fake Cap running around and stuff, doing all that. But apparently he wants to go off the books, because he is like telling Battlestar, yeah, I think they broke Zemo out. So I guess he's going to be coming after them. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we're starting to slowly see him lose it. He's definitely not a nice guy. And we even saw that one point where he's like walking around the beginning of the episode, and the camera's going in and out of focus a little bit when he's like walking around. He's like, ugh. I'm like, okay, something's up with this dude, clearly, and I think we're right. Something's wrong with him. So, what did you guys think of the episode of Falcon Winter Soldier, episode 3, entitled Power Broker? Whatever thoughts you have, I'm curious to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments section below, guys. I will talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. It's been a morning. Peace out, everybody.